it's officially over, guys. This is the last installment of my freshman year college vlogs. So at the time I'm recording this footage you're seeing right now, there were actually 2 weeks left of school. But because I wanted to lock in a little bit for finals and stuff, because I focus a lot better when I'm not at home, I think it really helped. I was able to get so much done, probably 4 times as much if I just gone home. I brought a lot of goodies with me. I got 85 degrees, some muffins, some pastries. Not the healthiest, but you know what? Whatever gets you through. So in my school, we have a dedicated finals week, which means there's no lectures the last week of school. It's just go in and take your final, and then once you're finished with your final, you're done with the class. So most of my classes had their finals in the finals week time slot, but I had one that was the week before during instruction still. I've been really obsessed with wearing these crystal bracelets. I wear 3 on each wrist. I really like the peace and quiet of the mornings. I usually get up early because I naturally wake up at 7, 8 a.m. I like how empty it is outside. It's a little creepy, but it's more peaceful than creepy, you know? All the dorms were taking down their decorations. It was so sad. For breakfast, I didn't film it, but I had eggs and some fruit, like my usual stuff, you know? This footage is really bad because I was really self-conscious about filming low-key. But this is my usual route to go get my eggs and stuff, since you just go up to the stations and ask for what you want. So after I finished breakfast, I headed over to class. So I got there a little bit too early, so I was just kind of sitting around enjoying the nature, all the flowers and stuff. And it was actually pretty aesthetic. After that, I went to the cafeteria to eat some salad and some noodles. Out of nowhere, there was suddenly a lightning and thunderstorm. Sorry if you have arachnophobia and you're watching this, but... Did you see the lightning? Oh my god. I'm so thankful I'm not outside right now. That's crazy. Sorry, bro. Like, that's crazy. Look at that lineup. This is my favorite. Some black socks. I still need to fix my lamp. Ignore that. Keep my earrings in here. After breakfast, I had to lock in for my finals. Then I got some lunch, did an assignment, and then went back and ate some more. And then at the end of the day, I was like craving some quesadillas, so I went and got some. So I usually get the cheese quesadilla, but today I decided for some reason to get the chicken one, and it was not good. I have no idea where I'm going, but I'm gonna trust that I'm going to the right floor. I basically went to meet with a counselor to clear some prerequisites for my classes because for some reason they weren't clearing in the system. Bro, they could not help me. Got me so sad, bro. This is my desk. It's pretty bad. I started doing some problems on like my old sociology like green book for some reason because I couldn't find any other scratch paper. So now I was headed over to my discrete math final, and I was low-key so nervous for this. So out of all of my finals, this was the first one, so I was like kind of nervous because I didn't really get into the finals mode yet. We have like assigned seating for our finals, so like we don't have to worry about getting a good seat or like not getting a seat at all, which is kind of nice. This classroom though is so far from my dorm, so it's such a pain to come here every single time. But the final went well, and afterwards I immediately started studying for my next ones. So sometimes my dorm gets a little bit stuffy, so I decided to go find a new study spot. It really helps me like stay focused, doesn't get me all tired and drowsy. Also, I feel like when I'm in an environment where there's other people locking in, I can lock in so much better because I feel like if they're locking in, I have to lock in. So I was basically cramming for my stats midterm, which we had like 3 days before the actual final. It was brutal. The next day I had some fruits and eggs, like I said earlier, my usual stuff. Then I went to lecture just to get the attendance quiz code. The lunch was really good. It was like some sort of fish and chips thing. Later on in the day, after lunch, I was kind of thirsty and I was craving something cold for my throat because I was like kind of like having a sore throat or something. So I got a Jamba Juice, and I was gonna drink it in the study area, but I decided to like go to the park and just chill out there. So later on the day, I went to like scout out where my stats lecture hall was, and if you're like, wait, well, you don't know where your stats lecture hall is, you've been going there all semester. I've only been joining on Zoom, so like I've never actually been in person. I'm really happy they had soup today because it was kind of chilly towards the evening time, and I got a really good seat, so it was like win-win. So these are some food clips from the next day. After dinner, I usually go on like a little evening walk just to walk it off. It's officially the night before my first final, or like the night before the week of finals starts officially. So I was printing out some cheat sheets because my professor allows us 2 front and back pages of notes for the test. I ended up not even using it because everything she said would be on the test was not on it. So the next day, I decided to go get some Chobani yogurt, which is like my new hyperfixation, like the last 2 weeks of school. I didn't know they sold it here until I saw a guy in front of me in line with like 5 of them, and I was like, oh my god, I need to get that. I've been loading up on them to like eat at night because during finals week the cafeteria closes a couple hours earlier, so I gotta like plan ahead for like my midnight snack. When it's finals week, it's like super empty and chill. It's really relaxing. And there aren't as many like e-bikes and scooters, which like terrify me. Now I'm heading over to my stats final. These are like some photos I took even though it was like really late. After I turned in my final, since it's like you just turn it in when you're done and you can leave, like I finished and then I walked out of the building and then it was completely empty. Not gonna lie, that was probably one of my top 10 surreal life moments. Afterwards, I went to have my last dinner at the cafeteria. So since it was my last night in my dorm, I decided to go look out the window in a different area, like in the common area for our suite. And it was like surreal. Like I couldn't believe that it was the last time I was gonna be in there. I wasn't gonna miss it per se, but it was like I couldn't believe how fast the year went by, especially the last 2 quarters of the year. They were so fast. So the next day was officially move out day for me. I had to be quiet since a lot of my other suite mates were still sleeping or they were still studying for their finals. So my plan was to pack everything in trash bags, but then when I looked for my trash bags, I couldn't find any. Turns out I'd like used all of them. So I was like, bro. So then I had to go to the store and then get some trash bags. I was so lucky, there was only like 2 boxes left and they were really high quality. This is like my toothbrush bin and I didn't want to get too much dust in it, so I covered it with a trash bag. Now it was time to unplug all my stuff from the surge protector. I had like my fridge plugged into that, like my hair thingy, and then like something else. I think my toothbrush charger. So I went to my last meal ever at the dining hall for this year. I had like a cheesecake thing and it was really good. But I didn't finish all of it since I got like so full with like 2 bites. I sat in the kitchen for a bit and then afterwards my dad was on the way to help me move all the stuff from my dorm room to the car. And then that was basically it. But yeah, basically that is it for my freshman year of college. I'm honestly really excited for summer and like releasing some more summer vlogs for you guys. To everyone who was here since the beginning of the year for my move-in vlogs and all that, it's been crazy, but thanks so much for sticking around and I'll see you guys in my summer vlogs. Goodbye.